From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is a Cable Motors OU Update with Travis Haney. I'm Jenny Carlson. Travis, big week for the Sooners coming up, obviously coming out of the off week, going to Florida State. Tallahassee, good game day environment. What can the Sooners expect?
Typically, no. Typically not anything to write home about, but Doak Campbell Stadium this week, probably a different story. I asked some of my friends in Tallahassee, beat writers who have covered Florida State, are covering Florida State. What's it going to be like? What's the last time Florida State had a home game like this? Never. Was what somebody told me. 1980 was another answer. Dan Marino goes as a sophomore at Pitt, number 3 versus number 11. Then this is number 1 versus number 5. So this is something that they're not accustomed to seeing. Game days there. The Goodyear blimp's going to be flying overhead. It's the A team for ABC and the ESPN crew. This is as good as it gets, and I think Tallahassee should be rocking come this weekend.
When you say Tallahassee isn't normally a good game day environment, I think people might be surprised about that, but you have firsthand knowledge of that. You spent some time there as a kid. That's a little bit surprising, though, to people.
I moved there when I was in middle school, just as Florida State was winning the national title in 1993. People got bored there because they were so good. They're racking up yards and points, and nothing's close, and they're just kind of chopping and going along with it, but nobody's really into the games. Very rarely did they have a good home game. It seemed like Florida or Miami had to come to FSU for it to even be interesting at all. This is different. Again, I mean, an OU team that destroyed Florida State here in Norman last year. I think everybody in Tallahassee recognizes that. Also took away a national title from them about a decade ago. I don't think anyone's forgotten that either. So there's some history here. The family's involved, the Stoops family, on both sides of this game. I'm expecting a big game day atmosphere, something that isn't really the norm there in Tallahassee.
Great stuff. Thanks, Travis. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.